building on the Messianic body. And yes, I said to them, we have to have him to speak a word today. So maybe you can tell a little bit about yourself and then give you words to go as well.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start. I have a little introduction in the beginning.
Little introduction, 2 minutes.
Yeah. So I have 2 minutes extra.
2 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. I'm Ruben van der Slik, leader, teacher, and Chazan of our Messianic Jewish congregation, Avat Olam. That's from an evening prayer, Avat Olam, but it's also a link to the very known text in the New Testament about eternal love. That is what it's all about, the eternal love of God, of the Messiah for his people and for everybody in the world that he wants to share. And thanks for Daniel that he invited me as well, and from our congregations, from our congregation in the back. So Avat Olam, guys. It's my dream, and it's also Daniel's dream, to unite Messianic Judaism in the Netherlands. Not only in the Netherlands, but going from there to Europe. But we need to learn to work together, and that's difficult. And we have a lot of differences to bridge, and we have a lot of things we think about each other, and we are very good at it in the Netherlands, because we kind of invented Protestantism, and that we still are Protestant because we protest everything. Okay? And you can fight it, and you can fight it to the death, but it doesn't work like that. You have to work with it. So that's why I try to learn myself, work with it and not fight against it. And if we do that right, we can unite. And from unity there is strength. And from unity there is love. So there you have the feminine and the masculine. Yeah. All right? So thanks a lot. Kadima means move, go ahead, like get moving. It's an encouragement. So I thought about this message, Kadima, what do we want to encourage? And what do we want to get moving? Because it's an encouragement to something, but what do we want to get moving? And I thought about this, and I'm a leader in the Messianic movement for quite a long time. And also before I was a leader, I was in the Messianic movement, saw a lot of things. Also did a lot of things, taught a lot of things. And being around in the Messianic movement for a long time, I've seen a lot of things. And it seems like every now and then, maybe every few weeks, there's something new pops up. Rabbi David and I had a laugh about it in the break, like counting the Omer. Maybe we have like 10 different versions. We have different dates and times, and everybody's trying something new. And that doesn't help to unite. It's difficult. And we have to cross that. We have to grow over that. We're not kids anymore in the Messianic movement. So what do I want to encourage? What do I want to say Kadima for? So sometimes it looks like the Messianic movement is about pulling people out of the church, pulling people away from where they believe, or pulling them from one synagogue to another because we believe better. We are just a little bit holier, a little bit better. We have more truth. We have more Hebrew. We have the better prayers. We can look like that from the outside, and maybe we are that. But I'm not going to say Kadima to that. I want to say Kadima something else. Let's make a call for a different movement, a different direction. And something I learned from Judaism is that Judaism does not have to define itself towards other religions. So Judaism doesn't exist because we are pushing from something else. We are pushing from Christianity, we're pushing from Catholic. They are there because they have the God of Israel. They have the Bible, the promises, and that's why they are there. You know what? Messianic Judaism has the same foundation. So we don't have to exist because the church is bad. We don't exist because the Catholics are wrong. We don't exist because Judaism is wrong. We exist because Yeshua exists. We exist because we build on the same foundation as he did. That's the Word of God. That's the Torah. That's the Messiah, the living Word of God, the living Torah. So there is our mission. There we should bring something. Instead of taking something, we should bring something. So we're going to give. What do we have to offer? I thought about it. We have to offer something. We have to offer believers an insight. We have to offer the believer to rediscover the real Messiah, the Jewish Messiah. We can offer them to see Yeshua as the Jewish Messiah. We can show them that the Bible is actually without replacement theology. We have to offer them that we can show them the fulfillment of the prophecies. And to do that, we also have to learn something ourselves. But if we do that, and our eyes are opened for that truth, we can give something to the body of faith instead of trying to take something. So we have to offer them that. We have to unveil that. The God is still the God of Israel, and that his covenant is still with his people, the Jewish people. And that sounds very simple. But replacement theology made it not so simple. Many believers believing with the idea that God somehow replaced the people of Israel, replaced the Jewish nation. And that's, if you think about it, a really tough message. Because if God indeed replaced his own people, what does that tell us about us? Actually, I was in a debate with somebody and he said, well, maybe God went on with another people because they sinned. Well, what happens if we sin? Maybe then the Muslims are right, because a few hundred years later they say, well, we have a new prophet and now God is going on with this group. And all the times we are thinking like that, it kind of hollows the image of God himself, because he is true to his word. And now we can proclaim that, and that's actually something really great to tell and to give people back. He is true even if we are not. So a distorted image of God we can restore. And we can show them how the prophets are right, and the prophecies we are seeing coming alive in our time and age. Ezekiel 37, the valley of the dry bones. We see Israel coming alive. And nowadays, even in war, we see people returning to Israel. It's unbelievable. Last few years, the balance is 30,000 people more went into Israel than out. It's unbelievable. During time of war, that's a signal. That's something. Isaiah 66, a nation born in one day. We saw it happen. I was not alive then, but I know. I saw it on the TV. Jeremiah 31. The gathering of Israel. The Jews returning all corners of the earth. But we should not forget to mention in the same breath Ezekiel 36. It's about the renewal of Israel. Not only the returning to their birthplace, but the renewal, and it's a new renewal in heart and spirit. And that's what we witnessed. There's millions of people being witness of a renewal. That's great. Heart and spirit, new heart and spirit. And that means Jewish believers coming to the Messiah and believing in Yeshua as the Jewish Messiah. And that's the same prophecy as in Romans 11. The fullness of the Gentiles, the time of the Gentiles is complete. And now it's time for Yeshua's return. And that means first his return to the hearts of his own people, the Jewish people. So that is all prophecy which we can give back to the body of faith. We can show it. We can make it alive. The rise of